If Dr. Pepper wants to sponsor me, then feel free. Don't know why these are so wonky. If these ponytails are wonky, then just let's ignore them. I don't know. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, my name's Nicole. If you're not, welcome back. So today's video I've been meaning to do for like the longest time ever. I've been putting it off for months now, just being kind of like too lazy to film it in a way, I guess. I'm using my bigger camera today with my mic, so it's probably going to be picking up like all the traffic from like the street, so let's just ignore that. So the video I wanted to film today, as you can see by the title, is my updated fitness journey. The last one I filmed was 2 years ago, I think it was, 2 or 3 years ago. And yeah, I just basically wanted to do an updated one because obviously I do have a lot of subscribers now, I do have more followers. So I'm basically just gonna go from the start to now type thing. So I've made notes on my phone so I don't forget what I'm gonna talk about. So yeah, let's just get started. So if I start from the beginning, so basically growing up, like I was bullied throughout like the whole of school, primary school, secondary school. So I was literally bullied about like everything. So I was bullied about my teeth, I was bullied about my skin, and then obviously come maybe like year 9, which is for my American followers, it was like 2009. I was about 14, is that right? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so I'd probably say around year 9 is when I started developing like more curves, should I say. And I think that was when I started getting stretch marks, and I was probably maybe putting on like more fat. I'd say there's a few people in my year that were basically like a bigger size or had curves. It wasn't like the normal thing. Obviously, everyone wanted to be skinny, everyone wanted to be slim, and like most of my girl group were pretty much slim. Like they were just like sort of slim, and I had a bit more like curve to me. So I think when I was in year 10 and year 11, or it might have been year 11, so that's 2010 and 2011, my school years work with like the 2000s. I started going to our little gym at school with one of my friends, so I was literally just doing like the treadmill, I think. Weren't taking it seriously. I hated PE at school. The only thing I was doing throughout secondary school is swimming. Swimming is what I loved doing. I was good at it, I competed, so that was probably like the only fitness thing I was kind of doing. So yeah, I started at the gym there, just doing like treadmill, nothing special, didn't really do it properly, didn't think much of it. And then obviously finished secondary school. So moving on to sixth form or college, that's where like I decided to make the change. So I think it was in 2013, I was sitting like at lunch or on one of the breaks with one of my friends who we kind of got into the discussion of basically starting up at the gym. So that's what we basically did. We went to a gym that had like a swimming pool, and the gym was like really, really small. So we literally only intended to go there to just literally do cardio. So I was doing like the treadmill, the bike. I think that was pretty much it, and maybe like the rowing machine. I didn't really ever feel like I was gonna stick at it. I didn't feel like I'd ever find like a passion with it. Didn't think I'd ever love gym as much as I do now. My memory's quite bad, like I'm trying to think back, but I'm pretty sure I ended up starting to go by myself because I think either she couldn't make it or she kind of was not as motivated or wanted to go as much as me. So it basically just started being a thing where I'd be going by myself. So again, bear in mind, this was me trying to lose fat, even though I was still basically, when I look back at them pictures, I was thin, like I was small, I didn't really have much fat, didn't have any muscle. So yeah, basically the prime goal was just to lose fat, nothing else. And obviously back in 2013, 2014, I was following a few like fitness type people on Instagram. It wasn't like a thing back then, if you know what I mean. It's not as crazy as it is now with all the accounts, all the BOPO accounts. Like it wasn't like a thing back then, if that makes any sense. I'm sure some of you will agree. So I started to see on like Instagram, there was like girls going to the gym, like doing weightlifting, and like basically building a shape, if you will. So at my gym, there was a lot of women and men, but obviously men dominated the weights area. There was like no women in sight, and my gym was a really, really small gym. So then I just basically started to do like some of the assisted weight machines, like the leg extension, hip abductions, and a few of the other machines they have. Like I haven't been to that gym in years, I can't even remember what they've got there. I just basically started doing a few things like that, and then obviously I discovered Kayla, Steins, whatever. I don't want to trash her name because I can't say it, but she's the Australian woman that has the BBG guys or whatever. So basically bought one of those thinking like it would sort of help me build up like some strength, like some muscle, like help with cardio type thing. But like when I look back at it, it was probably like a waste of money. I didn't really ever stick to following the plans. I didn't follow it all the way through. And it's just like the same old stuff. It's just basically like body weights and like circuit type things. Like I would never waste my money on stuff like that now. It's just like, I don't want to sound like I'm trashing her or like the BBG guys, but like just looking back, I just wouldn't have purchased it. Like I would not purchase anything like that now. Felt like it was a bit of a waste because like I said, I didn't stick to it. I didn't follow it through. Some of the exercises I hated doing or couldn't do. If you want to build muscle and obviously tone up and stuff, I just weightlifting, and just weightlifting is the way to go. You don't have to be lifting heavy weights or anything like that. But yeah, so I did the BBG guide, and then eventually I just lost interest, didn't do it. And then I got into a relationship with someone who was into the gym. So like I say, that was quite nice because obviously being in that gym where there's only like males in the weight area, it was easier for me to go down and join in with the weights, for them to show me like exercises and all stuff like that. So basically they just started showing me like, you know, tricep exercises, biceps, doing like leg workouts, back, like literally I was learning everything from him. And obviously you get to know people in the gym, so some of the other men there were like showing me exercises to do and all of that. So like I basically learned from other people and watching other people, and then obviously you've got things like YouTube and Instagram that you could find like workouts from. So it just kind of like my weightlifting passion started from then. So it just like grew and grew and grew, and then obviously I got more experience, I got more confident. Like going to a gym now, I can just dominate any weight area because I know what I'm doing, and I just don't care. Like I'm there to work out, no one's there to like judge you or like look at you and laugh. Like especially in my gym, you'll notice that like everyone is so motivated, everyone's just getting on with their stuff, no one's sitting there staring and laughing at you or judging you. And it's quite like, it's a friendly atmosphere, like, and everyone just wants to get their workout done type thing. So ever since my first gym, I basically grew with the weightlifting, if that makes sense. So I went to another gym that obviously had more like machines, more weight plates, more weight assisted, and basically I was just learning different exercises still through like out that process. So my diet, which I forgot to mention, so like back in school, I've always had like a balanced diet. Like I do like my healthy food, and I do obviously like my sweets, my chocolates, cakes, takeaways, but it was always more balanced at school. But I would find that because like, you know, you're getting bullied, you don't feel confident, you feel like a bit, not an outsider, but obviously you feel different because like majority of the people were like slimmer. So I would literally just go home, I'd sit on my laptop, I would just binge eat. Like I'd literally just go down to the cupboard, get chocolate, get sweets, and just eat. So obviously if I'm not doing any exercise, you know, I started going out less, I'm gonna be gaining the weight. So that was when I said I started gaining stretch marks, I was gaining a bit more fat. At this time though, just bear in mind, like I wasn't big at all, but obviously your perception of yourself is completely different. And I can look back now and think like, what the hell was I thinking type thing. When I started going to the gym back in 2013, I was a bit more healthier, so I tried to cut down like on eating the crap foods. But the funny thing is I'd go out to Greg's and get like my sandwich for lunch, and then I'd get like a donut. So, but I've always been that way. Like I'm still this way today. Like literally just now I just had a Greg's donut, like, and I've got Dr. Pepper. So for me it's all about balance. Like I said, it depends on what your goals are and stuff, and what my goals are, because I always chop and change. Well, I don't really, but yeah. So yeah, when I started going to the gym, I'd say I became a little bit more healthier and sort of noticed or took more care in what I was kind of eating. I did lose weight. I don't remember what I started at and what I was losing because it was so long ago now, and I never like wrote it down or kept track really. So my diet is still basically the same like to this day. Yeah, so okay, that was like my diet throughout like the gym, and like I said, it's still basically the same now. But I'll go into a little bit more detail and stuff in a minute. So yeah, so let's just fast forward to 2016. So obviously from 2013 to 2016, still going gym, still trying to lose fat. That was basically it, but obviously I was gaining muscle in the process because I was starting to weightlift. So come 2016, I decided to make an Instagram account, which is NLH Fit. So I've had it for 3 years now. And I basically just wanted to document like my process, like my journey, just try and like inspire others. I just wanted to make an account that like kept it real with everyone, because at the time back then, like even 3 years ago, there wasn't many accounts, if you know what I mean, or maybe I just didn't discover them myself. But obviously there was like, obviously there was Iskra, which was kind of like, I'd say she was kind of like the inspo to creating my account, because I thought, well, like if someone like her can do it, then like why can't I? So I basically made my account, and it basically just grew to what it is now. But obviously that's evolved and changed as well. Like I started off with fitness, but now it's like fitness, fashion, bit of lifestyle, traveling, obviously Sprout. So yeah, it's like a mix of everything. I believe when I made my account, my goal was basically still to kind of like keep the size I was then, sort of like losing a bit of fat, and building muscle. I don't really like speak about my goals that much, just because I don't want to put pressure on myself. I don't want others to be like, well, you didn't do this, you didn't achieve this, or whatever it may be, or like you've gone the opposite way to what you were saying. So I kind of like just keep them to myself. I don't want to put pressure on myself, and they just change like all the time. Like before a holiday, I might want to try and lose a couple pounds just to kind of like lean down a little bit. But like my overall goal is still just to keep building muscle. So like I said, my original goal was just losing fat. Like I did not ever want to be the size I am now. Like that would have been like a real shock to me back then if like I was that size. I started off so small with like some curves, but now like my curves are like so accentuated because of the muscle that I've been building and the fat. Like I see a lot of comments on like my videos now, like even on Instagram, maybe not necessarily like hate or like negative rude comments, but people are curious. They're kind of saying, well, you've gained weight, like how is that a transformation? You're bigger now, like what the hell? You're fatter now, you've got more cellulite, blah, blah, blah. Like the list goes on, but a transformation is a transformation, whether you've lost weight or you gained weight. Like what does it matter? Who cares, as long as you're happy? Like the size I am now, I am so much more confident, I'm so much more happy. Yeah, I've got more fat, yeah, I've got more cellulite, yeah, I've got like tons of stretch marks now, but like I love it. Like that's what makes me happy. That's how confident I am. Like I really just don't care. My goal has never and never will be to be a lean bodybuilder that competes, or like you know, the bikini competing. Like that's just not for me. I love being chubby. Like I love that soft, fit, curvy look. That's just how I like it on myself. Some people don't understand it, will never understand it, and quite frankly it's not really my issue for them to understand it, because I just don't care. So that's kind of just giving you a little oversight of what my goals are, what I don't want to be, what I like being. So hopefully for some people it's going to make more sense now. And obviously going alongside that is I want to try and promote like being natural, I'd say. I don't want to say like obviously surgeries are bad or whatever you want to get done to yourself is bad, because do what makes you happy, do what makes you feel confident. Do you know what I mean? Don't give a shit what everyone else is saying. Like who cares? Just, it's your life. Like as cliche and as cringy as it sounds, like you're only going to live once. Why are you going to start living it how someone else wants you to live, what others are saying about you? I know it is so much easier said than done, but you really just have to not care about what others think. And I'm literally at that point in my life where I literally just don't care. Like, you know, like even my family would say to me, like, you've got so much cellulite, like your thighs are really big, like you need to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. I literally just don't care. Like if my family are gonna say them things to me, then why would some stranger on the internet ever like bother me? So like I said, like I am so happy and confident with how I am that no one's opinion like affects me. So it's a long process to get to this stage, and I think because like I was bullied throughout my whole life, like I have such thick skin now, I'm kind of in a weird way grateful for that, because obviously it's given me a lot of lessons. It's given me, you know, what I don't want to be, how I don't want to act. You know, I just want to be positive and put that out there to other people, you know, inspire people if I can, just motivate people. And that's what I'm doing. I'm using all that negativity, all that hate to better myself and hopefully better other people. I'm hoping this video is not too over the place. I'm trying to get my point across, but the thing is with me is everything goes so fast in my head that I can't get it out properly, or it just comes out all a mess. So I've pretty much discussed like most of the things on my list that I wanted to discuss. Okay, so just going back to like maybe what like my diet is like now. I have done things in the past where I sort of like count my macros, like so counting calories, obviously like your proteins, your carbs, your fats. But I just find like it never really worked for me. I'd probably do it for like a week or so and then just kind of like get bored, lose track, forget to put things in. So I just kind of don't pressure myself with that stuff anymore. Like I just don't see the point. I kind of just eat whatever I want, when I want. Like I said, my diet's balanced. Like I still have, you know, maybe 1 or 2 takeaways a week. Still have like my donuts, my sweets. I try to limit it though. I don't want to go OTT, but you know, there are weekends where maybe you'll binge. Like it's no big deal in the long run. Like it's not going to affect you like that badly. So yeah, so probably like Monday to Thursday, I'd say I try to eat more healthy. So I bring like my salad, my fruits, yogurts. So my lunches I try to vary. So I have like chicken and veg, maybe like mince and veg. What else do I have? Sometimes I have like roast dinners for lunch, like leftover roast dinners. But obviously it's all like meat and veg and stuff like that. So, and then like Fridays I'll go to like the sandwich shop. I get a cheese sandwich because that's just a thing now where I work. But yeah, Monday to Thursday I try to keep it as healthy as I can, and then like Friday, Saturday, Sunday I kind of just let myself eat kind of what I want. If I want to eat bread, if I want to eat a donut, I'll just eat it. I say like overall I'm probably maintaining my weight and maintaining like my diet. Obviously it fluctuates like with everyone, most likely your diet as well, your fitness, your weight. But yeah, just like my current goals now are just probably maintaining or just like building muscle mass. But obviously with me, for my body type, I'm like a mix between an ectomorph and an endomorph. So I gain fat so easily, but it's really hard to lose the weight. And for me, I can build muscle quite easily as well. So I'm kind of like a whole mix. But yeah, like I'm happy with how I look, which is all that matters. So I've pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover. But obviously if you guys like have any other questions, like just leave them down below in the comments or just give me a DM and obviously I'll get back to you. Hopefully it kind of gives you a bit more insight to where I started to now, kind of like what my goals and diet were throughout. And yeah, I'm just hoping it's not too all over the place. If you guys want to see more transformation pictures, then just go onto my Instagram, NLHFit, and you can see them like literally throughout my whole journey. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.